welcome to my channel. So as you can tell by the title, I will be talking about what I learned to release this November and resisting the urge to ignore the lesson. And I feel like I've gotten a lot of lessons this year that have been recycled. One of the biggest lessons that I've learned, not even just this November, but throughout the whole 2021, was that the opposite energy will use whatever tool or whoever as a tool in order for you to react. And if you continuously react the same way, you always miss the lesson. The biggest lessons for me always come through those who I hold close to me or who I feel closest to. And I feel like that's for very good reason. Either I'm not supposed to be as close as I am to those people, or, you know, things just happen in a way to where I'm supposed to get a lesson from them, because everybody that you meet in your life, they're an experience, and some people are temporary and some people are meant to stay in your life forever. But ultimately, there is a lesson that you will learn with everybody that comes into your life. One of the things that I've learned this November is to pay attention to what's being presented to you. Don't become so consumed with trying to make the people that you love happy that you forget that you deserve the same love that you are putting out. So that is one of the biggest lessons that I've learned this November and this year. Ultimately, self-love is the love, and don't become so consumed with everybody, because take exactly what they're presenting to you. If there's no reciprocity, bounce. Another thing that I have learned this November, while releasing the things that I need to release, is to really forgive myself. And that is probably the biggest part in a healing journey, is forgiving yourself for how you've allowed others to treat you, and forgiving yourself for how you've treated others, projecting those feelings onto others because of the way that you've been treated. So yes, forgiveness for self is the biggest part of the healing process. Really taking myself out of the victim role and just really looking at it for what it is. Like, forgiving myself first takes me out of that role, and then forgiving them for myself was for me to grow and move forward from the situation. Another thing that I've learned this November is to really stand firm in my boundaries. I feel like once you open yourself back up to people, they could push boundaries, because some people don't like boundaries, especially if they're like a family member, like a parent or somebody. Those boundaries may not be well respected by others, or they might not really care about them or look at them as boundaries. But I've learned to stand firm in my boundaries, and that is also me standing firm in who I am and what I know. Standing firm in your boundaries is another key point in the healing process, and on, you know, your journey in general. What you allow from people is exactly what you'll get. And so basically, respect yourself. Respect yourself first, because if you gonna let them do it, they gonna do it, and they gonna continuously do it until you set those boundaries and cut that off. Another big part for me this month was to really feel and be in my emotions. Avoidance. Somebody has said this to me before, that I avoid my emotion, and avoidance is not dealing or feeling the emotions. Avoidance is just that, it's avoiding. You're avoiding the feeling. But I've learned to really allow myself to feel whatever emotion that it is, because honestly, you face that emotion head on, you can transmute it and you can actually fully release it because you felt that emotion, you dealt with that emotion. So for me, really feeling the emotions, even from old situations, for growth, because once you remove the old, you can bring in the new. And one of the last things that I want to talk about is people project the way that they feel. Even me, I project exactly what I feel. Everybody does. That's why it's always important to be right within yourself, so that you're not projecting all of those things that you dislike about yourself. There's all the things that you need to deal with within yourself onto others. So don't take any of the projections personally. I feel it's better to just, I've learned that it's better to just accept people for their truth and to really not allow it to affect who I am. Because we all have things that we're going through, we all have things that we're working through, and we all have to go through a journey of healing. And so it can be difficult to recognize when you are projecting, because you're so clouded by whatever it is that you need to heal, that you're not worried about how you're acting or what you're projecting or what you're giving to somebody else. That is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you was able to take something from the things that I've learned this November and just have come to accept this November and to release this November. But yes, I really hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something from what I said, and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Peace.